Alright guys, so first of all we're going to go through some operational checks to make sure before we start going out and getting ready for a ride. So first of all, just making sure, checking the coolant, so popped up. I've already done this, I've gone through and made sure that all of my nuts and bolts are all tight and torqued up. A good one that you should do the night before. To obviously making sure that you've got some petrol. So I've just topped up before, so I know I'm good. So just lubing the chain, so being able to make sure that you have lubricated the chain before you head out onto track. So there are a couple of things that I generally just make sure, along with the tyre pressures, setting your tyre pressures to the recommended specifications that are on each tyre brand. Each tyre brand is different because of the different materials through the rubber, so they have different specifications, and I'm running here the Maxxis and I'm running about 12.5 or 13 psi in there. Chain tension 3 fingers from the back of the chain guide there. So everything's all looking pretty good. Obviously my air filter's done the night before, ready to rock and roll. A couple of little key pointers here, right? I have been doing a little bit of riding out in the mud. So what I am actually going to quickly try and do is make sure that I clean out my dust seals from my forks. So normally what happens is, as the suspension through the front end here goes down and compresses, it captures some of the dirt that possibly got on this chrome piece of your front end. So we've got these things here. This one's a Rhino. Yeah, it's a Rhino fork cleaner. So basically what happens here is the pointed end on the top, it says up, you're sliding into that dust cover, and on the direction of the point you're turning that, pushing up into that dust cover and pulling it all the way around again until you've done a complete circle. Maybe you can do 2, and then pulling it down and out. And basically what you'll see here is the amount of dirt that gets captured in that dust seal, just clearing that out so that you don't bust the seal, and can really save you a set of fork seals. Often I'd use a rag to clean off that end bit, but I haven't got one on me at the moment, so I'm going to make sure that you're clearing off that whole tubing, that chrome tubing, so that you're not busting out a fork seal. But I'll get that other side done. I'm not going to bore you with that because it's the same process. Yeah, just make sure that going over your checks before you go out for a ride could really save you getting out to the track and then maybe running out of fuel or potentially losing some nuts and bolts. But you'll see, as a reminder, for some of those key features of things to remember to bring out, essentials to bring to the track, in one of our other videos. So thank you very much for watching, guys.